So my family has sold their house and we've just purchased a piece of land that we're gonna eventually build on over the next year. In the meantime, we're going to be staying with my in-laws, so I'm gonna be setting up a small feeding station that's based on a smaller backyard. For this particular feeding station, I'm gonna be setting this up so that I can set up a feeder cam, and that way I can get the main feeder and surrounding feeders that can be in the background of the shot. So I really wanna thank KingsYard. They sent me this really nice platform feeder. I really was looking for a platform feeder that had a roof on the top, so that way the seed doesn't actually get dirty through the weather and the rain, and it actually stays dry. Now, one of the big things that I like about a platform feeder is that it allows big birds as well as small birds to feed at the feeder. The other thing is with a platform feeder, you can actually use this to feed mealworms or even like little suet cakes or suet blocks or peanuts, something like that that you can feed multiple different items. So we're gonna get this set up, and this is gonna be the main piece for our feeding station, and then we're gonna put surrounding feeders around it. So let's get this set up and let's get this filled up and let's see if we can get some birds. Now, the first thing that we want to do is we want to find our location. So for me personally, we have our bedroom window that's right out here, and I wanted to at least be able to look out the window and see it. The other thing is I wanted it to be clear in the area where it's, I'm gonna follow the 5-7-9 rule for squirrels. So I want to have it at least 5 feet high. I want it to be 7 feet away from anything on either side, and that way squirrels can't jump to the feeder. And then finally, I want to be 9 feet below anything above. So there are some tree limbs above me, but they're well above 9 feet above. So this should be a perfect spot to set up this feeder where I won't have to worry about squirrels. I am going to use a squirrel baffle on this feeder as well, so just extra protection to keep us away from squirrels. So the first thing that we're going to do, now that we found our location and where we're going to put it, we're going to start with the feeding poles. So we're going to start with the pole, and we're going to put the base up first. This basically will slide. So we're going to put the base together here, and as you can see, there are 4 different sides here, and we're going to find our spot, and we're going to start pushing it into the ground. All right, now that the base is firmly into the ground, we're going to start adding the different poles and get this thing elevated off the ground. Next, we're gonna put the feeder together. So here's the base that's actually going to fit on the top once we put the last pole, but we're going to put the roof on here. So it comes with 4 little screw-in posts, and then we're gonna put the roof on the top. Final piece on top, just like that. And this is going to slide right over this, and we're going to tighten this screw. And now we have our main feeder that's going to go in our feeding station. Like I said, my feeding station is going to be designed to have a camera set up to where there's other feeders around it. If you don't have a camera, you might have a different setup as far as which feeders go where, but I still like the fact of having a platform feeder that can accommodate both big birds and small birds, especially because a lot of times big birds will take over bird feeder or bird feeding stations, and having a platform feeder like this is a big help to have like grackles and starlings and bigger birds that are going to be coming to your feeder. Like I previously stated, I really specifically wanted this feeder simply because it had a roof on the top. I really like the size of this feeder. Some platform feeders are a little bit smaller, but I wanted something bigger to obviously accommodate the bigger species. I do like the fact that it has the grooves in the bottom, so even if it does get moisture in here, the moisture and water can still run out the bottom because it has the holes in here. I also like the fact that it comes with its own pole. This way you can already set it up and you don't have to worry about trying to hang it from somewhere. One of the other things that I really like about this feeder is that it's made out of recycled material. And for some reason, this always seems to do better in my yards. The squirrels seem to chew it less, and even when they do chew it, they don't seem like they can do as much damage. And just kind of overall with the weathering, I just feel like it does a little bit better with the recycled material. Finally, I love the fact that you can take the roof off if you want. So that was one of the big drawbacks that I thought I was gonna have with this feeder due to the fact that it has a roof over there. Am I gonna have trouble getting stuff in or trying to clean it? And the fact of the matter is you can literally just pop the top off, but it still put it back on and it can do its job. Overall, I'm very pleased with this feeder and I'm super excited to continue building my other feeders around this. This feeder is going to be my staple to where I can put different things in here, including like mealworms, peanuts, or little suet balls, just little things like that, or even fruit. That's what I love about having a platform feeder. So check back with me. I'm going to do a few more videos about the different feeders that I'm going to be adding around this and why. If you're interested in this feeder, I am going to leave a link in the description below. If you use the code GRANTKING, you can get an extra 20% off your KingsYard Amazon order. If you've enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more videos about attracting birds to your backyard, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, get out and get birding.